Gameologists. Today, we're going to be looking at Steam reviews. Some of them will most likely be hilarious. Some of them will probably hit a little bit too close to home. And I'm sure since it is the internet after all, some of them will definitely be tiptoeing that line. So if you like this kind of video and you want to see another one, make sure to let us know down in the comments. Let's leave a like before we get started and see exactly what these Steam reviews have in store for us today. DayZ. Even a locomotive from the 19th century has a better engine than this. Fair. Hard to argue with that. If you played DayZ or been around DayZ, you understand that it is on a very long journey, and to keep with the train references, it has definitely gotten derailed a time or two. Dying Light. It's like Far Cry, and Mirror's Edge got married and then later had a divorce, and Mirror's Edge married Dead Island. Oh, this is getting juicy. They had a baby, but the baby actually belonged to Far Cry, and Mirror's Edge knew that, but Dead Island was all, what the fuck is this, bro? Where are the zombies? And then they had another baby, like that was a good idea, and this one belonged to Dead Island, and Dead Island found out that Mirror's Edge was lying to them, so Dead Island shot his wife and then himself. Oh, that was a turn. So the afterwards Far Cry's kid, wait, English? So the afterwards Far Cry's kid and Dead Island's kid had incest and out popped Dying Light. So yeah, Dying Light is pretty good. Okay. I don't know where that was going to go when I first started reading it, but it definitely took a few twists and turns that we didn't expect. So maybe a good story? I don't know. Fallout 4. I've nearly finished making my character. It's one of those that if you know, you know. GTA 5. Drove over a hooker and she got stuck on my windshield and we went on an adventure. 10 out of 10. This is one of those that if I had to describe the GTA franchise, and specifically GTA 5, to anybody that has no idea what the game is, this would be a great way to describe it. Payday 2. A love story about 4 men and their inability to buy a drill that works properly. Could you imagine if in the game you actually had that? Life would be so easy, and then you probably wouldn't have a game. Accurate review. Relatable. Rocket League. Exactly like school PE. Nobody ever passes to me. I get yelled at and everyone pushes me around. I feel so bad reading this. I can just feel the pain coming through the review. Unfortunately, just like in PE, there are tiers to the dodgeball team, and unfortunately, somebody has to be last. That's where bronze players come in. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I once made a beautiful theme park with the most modern rides, and it was incredibly popular. Little did the customers know, though, how much I hated humanity. So one day, I forced the whole park of people to stay inside the park with only a tiny area for them to stay in with no food or water. This was phase 1 of the trap. Shortly after I let them suffer, I destroyed the ground from underneath them, watching them plunge into a cleverly placed pool of water for them to all drown. You sadistic individual. I had achieved the perfect mass murder. Then I went home and played Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I don't even know how to respond to that. That is... Oh, you're wrong for that one. You are so wrong for that one. But I'm laughing at it, so maybe I'm just as wrong for it. Slime Rancher. In less than 2 hours, this very incomplete game achieved what 8 years of antidepressants failed to accomplish. Oh, that's wholesome. The fact that we just got done reading a review about a mass murder and this one cheered somebody up is a good change of pace. Not all reviews are negative or take you on an incredibly long journey about mass murder. Some of them are actually positive and kind of make you smile a little bit. Tira. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the game. You will quickly learn that MMORPG actually stands for Mostly Men Online Role-Playing Girls. Oh, 10 out of 10. Oh, well, I guess okay. Good for you. That's a lot of video games. Pretty much everyone is playing with a girl character. For different reasons, of course. But, I mean, this one kind of understands it. This is The Police. I got a call that a woman had picked up a stapler in an office building and started beating her boss with it. I send 4 of my best officers to the scene. The lady picks up a second stapler and proceeds to slaughter 3 trained and armed police officers. 10 out of 10. Well, it looks like your police officers were no match for this lady, as she was a complete badass. Picked the wrong lady with the wrong stapler to try to go stop today, I guess. Tom Clancy's The Division. They activated me, a Division agent in the world's darkest hour. The time had come. I left my wife and child behind and headed for the nightmare that New York City had become. I didn't know if I'd ever see them again. I had my orders. I fought my way through black screens and sound bugs. I endured. My mission? Simple. Try on every beanie, hat, and scarf in the city. I don't know why, but I just feel like that needed to be narrated like that. Woodcutter Simulator 2013. So I walked for 2 hours to get my van. Then drove for an hour to get to the forest to cut down a tree. Sounds like a lovely day. I watched as the tree fell. Did it make a sound? A single tear went down my face. I looked at my mission log, and there was a new mission. I then realized that I had to cut down another tree that was 2 hours away. I got in my van and began to drive. It was then that I made the decision to drive 70 miles an hour into a building because only death could save me from this wooded hell. Oh, that's, yeah. It's usually not a good sign when that's your option in a video game. The internet is so dark, and I'm laughing at it. Rainbow Six Siege. Use the hostage as a meat shield and 1v3. Oh, God, this is horrible. 10 out of 10, hostage lives matter. Well, clearly not to you. But you got the dub, and that's really all that matters in Rainbow, right? You got your team to win. Oh, another one from Rainbow. It's like Counter-Strike, but for functional adults. There's going to be some people that are so mad about that have not stopped playing Counter-Strike since the day it was released. And how dare you make fun of their game on the internet? Counter-Strike, go. Things I gave to Counter-Strike. Money, time, and love. Sounds like you're in a relationship. Things Counter-Strike gave me. Arthritis, fair. Rage, hatred of Russian, Spanish, and Russians. Really had to put the Russians in there twice. A broken keyboard, a broken mouse. 9 out of 10 ready. Fair. Server crashes. I'm not going to say that, but teammates. Competitive matches. Easy peasy spam. That would piss me off too. Multilingual cursing. I mean, at least you could learn a few things. They even said, I guess it's a good thing. Lag, cheaters, and 64-tick servers. Essentially, Counter-Strike is a greedy woman, but I love her all the time. 11 out of 10 would play again. Relatable, honestly. I think a lot of us have probably had a relationship at one point in our lives where you probably got incredibly pissed off at them all the time, but you loved them to death regardless. And that kind of seems like exactly what Counter-Strike Go was to this individual here. Monster Hunter World. I like hitting the monster, but I don't like it when the monster hits me. It's not fair. They're not fighting fair. That's not allowed. Not allowed. Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm not okie dokie after playing Doki Doki. That's the best one. Hands down, that's the best one. I'm not okie dokie. It's one sentence. One sentence, yet it's so beautifully crafted. I dare you to read that and have that not put a smile on your face. I dare you. If you do, you are a very sinister individual. And I've probably seen you in the comments before. So that's it today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy. Those are some very hilarious and interesting Steam reviews. I'm sure since it is Steam, there are probably a ton more like this that we could find. So if you want to see more of these, make sure to let us know down in the comments. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye! Bam. 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 Drove. Some of these I just can't even read. I'm not. I can't even finish it.